the sky was made of amethyst.
So it's been 15 days without a cigarette. This is my second attempt at kicking the habit, which is going pretty well. Last time it was because me and my husband made a promise if Obama won presidency, we would stop smoking, which we did, and it lasted about a month. And I've been puffing ever since until 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks and a day ago. I just kind of got fed up with how much it costs, and also every time it's really weird. It's probably well, it is subconscious, but because I guess growing up in my era, I was born in '84, so growing up there was a lot of don't smoke, don't do drugs, Red Ribbon Week, all that stuff. So we're very well. I mean, people of my generation and up are well educated on drugs and the effects of drugs, nicotine, anywhere from crack to just a cigarette. Legal and illegal substance. So, every time I would take a puff, I would smoke. It felt like it was in the back of my head. Actually, it was in the front of my head because it was like a loud person saying, hey, you're killing yourself. You're killing yourself. Every time I would puff, not every time I puff, but every time I took a cigarette, most of the time, I would, you're killing yourself. And that is really annoying. If you're trying to if you're trying to enjoy yourself and you always hear you're killing yourself, it kind of gets old fast. Not to mention, it made my throat feel weird. Not to mention the damage that I'm doing to the inside of my body. And my clothes would stink, ashes everywhere. I mean, there's ashes in the car, there's ashes on my bed, there's ashes on the floor, there was ashes on every freaking surface in my room. I mean, everywhere I went, basically. Even if you have an ashtray, you flick it, but it goes everywhere. So that was the most annoying thing to me. So I just really want to quit, and it's not easy. It's not like, oh, okay, I quit. Okay. Because even though the nicotine is out of my system, it's been 15 days. I quit 2 weeks ago, Tuesday. So today's Wednesday. So yeah, 14 plus 1, 15 days. Even though it's out of my system completely, it's psychological. I want a cigarette when I go down certain streets. I definitely want a cigarette most of the time after I'm done eating. Certain things that trigger me wanting to have a cigarette. I go on job interviews. I am used to, because I don't have a job yet, but I'm used to smoking before I go in, and then smoking afterward. So I usually smoke 2 to 3 times. I smoke maybe twice before I go in, and twice afterward, like right after I get out and then right before I get out. So I'm used to having that crutch, and I guess it's just something to do. So it's been a struggle, but not so much, because I'm ready to give it up. And I know there's going to be, challenges along the way, because, when you drink or when you go out, when you go places, you want to have a smoke. I mean, it's always just, my husband like, let's have a smoke outside. It's really sort of a thing that we do. I mean, we've been doing it since December 31st, 2006 regularly. That's when we bought our first pack. Before, I was just bumming cigarettes off my friends at school. And then that day, we went to the hotel. We do that every year now. It's like a tradition for every New Year's Eve to celebrate. Bringing in the New Year, whatever. So anyway, I was like, why not buy a pack of cigarettes? And then thereafter, so it's been almost 3 years. I would say roughly, maybe, I think I did the calculations. I think it was 2 years and 8 months, counting the month that we quit smoking before in 2008 and now. So not too bad. But before that, I was a major hothead. I smoked a lot of ganja. So I did that for like a year and a half, 2 years, and then I completely quit in 2006, and that's when I picked up smoking. And it wasn't like a backup plan, like, oh, I'm gonna stop smoking weed and smoke, cigarettes. No, it was coincidental. It was just, I stopped smoking weed because and it's enjoyable. Let me not, but it's not good for you, of course. It's unfiltered. That's number one, and it just made my heart beat so fast that I was gonna die, and I don't like that feeling. Some people love the feeling of your heart beating fast. I'm not one of those people, so I just stopped that. And then now smoking is another thing that I'm getting over. So I feel pretty good about it. I feel it's weird because the first time I quit smoking, I was very tired. I went to sleep really early some days. Like for the first couple of days, I went to sleep at like 8 or 7 even, and I would eat a lot, and it was horrible. This time it was just like whatever, you know. I mean, it you feel it like you want a cigarette, but it's not like I'm sleepy all the time and I'm eating like a lot. It's just like whatever. So maybe I was just ready. It's just getting over that psychological hump that may take maybe a year or so, or maybe even forever. Maybe I'll always want a cigarette sometimes. I just won't do it. So that's my progress with that. As far as everything else, you know, I think I took off my weight loss video, so it doesn't really matter. So I won't even speak on that subject right now. But yeah, I've been wanting to get my goals together, and this is one of my goals. You know, my other goals are eating healthier, drinking more water, more like the healthful, you know, going the healthy way. And I think this is a good start. Stop smoking, most definitely. So well, that's it. I just wanted to update whoever. No one really watches my videos, but I think this is a really good milestone for me to chronicle this. Like, okay, this is when I really stopped smoking, and this is how I felt about this. I can look back and say, yeah, you know, I can. Whenever I get discouraged, I'm like, well, look at me here. I, you know, 15 days in without a cigarette, I can, you know, keep going. So, okay. So thanks for watching, and peace.
Swagger like us, swagger like us. No one on the corner has swagger like us, swagger like us, swagger like us.